Okay. Today, for our table talk, I want to talk about if we have 11 dealt to us and the dealer has a 10 up, do we double down? So do you want to bet twice as much for one card against a 10? So here's the way I'm going to look at it. If we have an 11, there's 13 cards that we can get for our one card. These would all be pretty good. These would be great here. There's 5 of them. 3 that are okay. And we got 5 bad ones against a 10. So right away, it looks like we're all right. But do you want to double down on that? And if the dealer has a 10 showing, he can have in the hole all these cards, 7 cards that would make him pat. Actually 8 cards. Let me get the 6. He could have 8 cards that would make him pat with the 10. So there's 8 good ones against 2, 4, 6, 8 for us. So it looks like it's about even up. So that's 50-50 right there. He could have these cards in the hole. That would be bad for him because he'd have to hit again. And we know that he doesn't have an ace or he'd already won. So the question is, do you double down with 11 against a 10? Just buy one card for double the price. So right away, you have to hit at least one of these to balance out. So to me, that's 50-50. And he cannot have the ace in the hole. So there's 4 bad ones for him, and there's 5 bad ones for us. Okay? So that leans a little bit more towards the dealer being a little better off in this position. And we always like to assign the dealer, if the dealer, whatever the dealer's hole card is, somehow in our minds, we like to say by default that he's got a 10. So if he's showing a 10, we assume that he has at least one of these, 20. If he has 20, we can beat him with 4 cards, 4 out of 13. So that's about 1/3 of the time we could beat that 20 if we're lucky. And if we're not lucky, we'll hit one of these, 4 or 5. So we'll hit 9. There's 9 bad cards to hit. That'll make us lose if he has the 20. So I would, if I'm against a 10, I'm thinking I've already got money bet. Got my bet. And it might even be one of them double up ones where we have 2 or 3 times our bet. And that even is more critical because do you want to double up that many chips on the chance that you will catch the perfect card? So like I said, there's 4 perfect ones that'll beat him. We know he doesn't have 21 yet. There's 4 more that would make us where we would not hit again. That even with a 6, that's 17. And the dealer has 8 possibles in the hole. And he has 4. If you make the 21, he's got 4 that would be 20, and that would be a loser for him. but that's only 1 in 3 times. So if it was me, I would not double up against a 10 with my 11, especially if I'm already doubled up on my bet. If I was just betting, if I just had the one basic bet out there and you're running good, it might be worth making a shot at it. But that's still going to be $50 or whatever your basic bet is, that you're saying you're going to get 1 out of 3. You have a 1 in 3 chance of winning, of getting the perfect card. And it's not our usual 2 chances to win that we like to have. And I want to go a little bit further and say if the dealer has a 9, that's just as bad. Because now the ace is in play. Boom. So he could have 2, 4, 6, 8 good cards. Makes him pat. So he's got 20, 19, 18, 17. This one doesn't play. I mean, this is 16, so that's out. So he's got 2, 4, 7 good cards that he can get. 6 bad ones. That means he'd have to draw again. Okay? But if he has the 2 in the hole, that's pretty good, because now he's going to draw to 11, which could give him the 21. So I think if from my point of view, if I have an 11, the dealer's showing a 9 or a 10, I'm not going to double down, because I can still win with my 11. I can hit any of these cards, and any of these 10s would be a winner. If I hit one of these small ones against the 9 or a 10, I can hit again, so that gives me another chance to get a good hand. And these two get you less than 6 or 18 and a half, which is the average hand, win in hand. That's 2 and 5. That's 7 bad, 6 good. There's only 6 good cards that you can hit with the 11 and be all right. Because if you have the 11 and you hit at least 8, that's 19. Of course, the dealer, could already have you beat. He can have the ace, he can have the 10s, 8, 9. If he has any of these, this is going to move to good, because it would make him 11. And it means there's only 5 bad cards for him. So 5 bad cards, 8 good cards for the dealer. Okay? There's 5 bad cards for us. 8 would be 8 ones that we'd have to at least stay on. The 17, 18, you'd have to stay, but it wouldn't necessarily be a good hand. So, like I said, with the 11 against a 9 or a 10, I'm saying no double down, just hit. Especially if you already have a pile going, where bets are doubled up, because you're putting a lot more at risk to lose on that one hand when you don't have the 2 chances to win. So that's where I'm coming down on that. Okay. And if the dealer has anything less than an 8, let's see. If the dealer has anything less than an 8, then you could double down, because you have all you have to do is beat 18. So that means a 7 or better of a hit would at least tie, maybe win. 2, 4, 6, 7. 7 good cards you can hit against an 8. 6 bad ones. And if you just hit, you have the option of hitting again. If you hit 11 and get that ace, you can hit again. 12, you'd want to hit against an 8. 13, 14, 15, probably hitting against an 8. So there's those 3 options. Instead of being terrible, at least you have a chance to improve your hand if you hit them. And the dealer, if he has that 8, if he gets a 2 or a 3, that's pretty good. He's going to have a 10 or 11 to hit. So that's 2 excellent cards for him. Any of these are, let's get rid of this. Any of these make him a pat hand. It means you have to at least hit these to have a chance to win. So if you're against an 8, then you can double down. It's to your advantage, because there's still 5 bad ones, but there's 5 bad ones there's 5 bad ones for the dealer. These are excellent. All these are pat. 2, 4, 6, 8. So it's 8 to 5 in the dealer's advantage. 8 good, 5 bad, if he has an 8 showing. And for you, it's only 7 good, 6 bad. So it's still leaning towards the dealer having the edge, which is, about normal for the casino's edge that they gamble with against you. So definitely don't double down against a 10 or a 9. You can double down with an 8. What if the dealer's got an ace? Okay. If the dealer's got an ace up, then he's not going to have any of these cards. If the dealer's got an ace, he's not got these, or he'd win already. Okay? The ace is real flexible, though. If he has a 9, 8, 7, if he has a 9, 8, 7 in the hole, he's pat already. Okay? So there's 4 that's not in the running. He doesn't have these. These 3 cards are in the running for him to be pat. 18, 19, 20. And here's 6 cards that I would call bad, because he's going to have to hit again. Of course, the ace is very flexible. He can he could have an ace in the hole and get an 8 or a 9 and, hand over. But just from the basic starting point, there's 6 bad ones, 3 good ones for the dealer. So 6 bad, 3 good. That's twice as many bad cards as there are good if he's showing an ace. So that's a definite double down, because you still have all these cards that you can hit to make a pat hand. These ones, you're not pat, you're not up in the 17 at least range, but he's got 6 bad ones you've got 6 bad ones, and he has to make the hand. He has to make something good. So the pressure is on the dealer at that. So with an ace up or a 7 or less up, that's a definite double down. So don't let the ace intimidate you as far as doubling down, because there's only 3 good ones in for him and 6 bad ones. So I mean, that's great. That's twice as many bad ones as there are good. And like I said, these don't even count when he's showing an ace, because if he had one of these in the hole, hand would be over. He would already won. Okay, so that's my thoughts on that. Thanks for watching.